Josh, in what ways have you seen defenses kind of trying to adjust to Drake now that, you guys have had enough games and enough tape out there to kind of see tendencies?
I feel like they're not doing too much different stuff than last year because, Sam was a great player too. So, more teams are dropping more people in coverage, I feel like, and they're more aware that he can pass, but he can also run too. And we got running backs that can run as well. So, they got to play us pretty balanced, and we got a lot of weapons on the field, so it's not like they can just try to take one singular person away all game. So, defenses just give us a balanced attack, but I feel like they do try to stop the pass a little more.
And what was the vantage point on your touchdown catch against Miami? Coach Longo was talking about it earlier yesterday, that it wasn't just that Drake threw it up there, like he knew you were going to be open.
Oh yeah, he did. I was running like a kind of like a glance route, like across the middle of the field. So he made eye contact with me before he threw that ball. He didn't just throw it up, so I knew it was coming to me. But he made a good play. He didn't get sacked. He threw it up there. He allowed me to make a play, and I got blessed and I got in the end zone. So can't complain.
Have you guys seen the numbers that he's putting up so far in his first year as a starter? Is there any surprise at how well he's been able, to adjust to the college game in his first year starting as a quarterback?
His numbers are crazy. He's putting up arguably the best numbers in the nation. But I'd say we expected something similar to this. He's excelling faster than anybody I've ever seen. He has 5 Rookie of the Weeks under his belt for the ACC. So to see that, I'm very proud of him. And he's a gamer, and he studies film, he works hard. So this was expected for him.
And how about his efficiency and how well he protects the ball? He doesn't turn the ball over much, and he's able to kind of scramble out of crazy situations. How comfortable is that for the entire offensive side of the ball when you have that type of quarterback in the pocket?
Just knowing that we can win any game we go, any team we go up against, we can beat them. Knowing that no matter how far we're down, we always got a chance to come back. You got a great quarterback who can beat anybody in the country. So knowing that we arguably have a top 3 quarterback in America, we couldn't ask for anything else. Drake has come in and replaced Sam and been excellent. So very thankful for him.
He hadn't dealt with much personal adversity on the field this year until the other day. I think he had 2 straight pass attempts that were intercepted. How did you see him handle that, being that this first time he's really had to deal with something like that?
He handled it well. He stayed poised. He didn't get rattled or anything. So just seeing him be able to mature through that moment and know that we can bounce back through adversity showed a lot for this team. So we definitely didn't play as well on Saturday as offense, but our defense stepped up and played tremendous and only gave up 24 points. So to be able to win that game, I feel like it was a statement that we can win those close games, because the past few years we fell short in those games, and to finish that was it was great to see. And we came out with the win. Have
you seen a different, maybe I don't want to say intensity, but different maybe spirit or vitality to the defense in the last couple of weeks since they had that meeting and their play has picked up on the field?
Yeah, they definitely have been stepping it up. The last 2 games they played very well, so I can't complain. They gave up 10 versus Virginia Tech and 24 versus Miami. Miami has a lot of players. They're always going to have a really great amount of skilled players because it's Miami. So only giving up 24 to them was all we needed, because we put up 27. So I hope they keep that same energy this week going into Duke and carry it out the rest of the season.
Josh, what's your sense of, you're 2-0 in the league, and if you beat Duke, you can be 3-0 in the league, 3-0 in the Coastal, because these are all division teams you played. When you look back to last year, started with the loss to Virginia Tech, so you're 0-1.
Yeah.
It felt like you're always sort of trying to climb out of a hole in the conference standings. You know what I mean? Just to be in this position with a good start, what's your sense of that? How exciting is it? Or, and you can keep adding on to it with these divisional games that are, really valuable.
Yeah, it's very exciting. To be 5-1, I feel like I'm in high school and winning all these games. So I definitely say it's a blessing to be out there and playing for a winning team. And being 2-0 is huge. We can't look into the past, though. We got a big task at hand Saturday against Duke. We got to keep the bell against them. So I feel like we beat Duke Saturday. We're rolling. We 3-0 in the Coastal. And we control our destiny at that point. So I feel like we're in the driver's seat right now, and I'm very happy where we are. We took that loss to Notre Dame, but I feel like that was a wake-up call more than anything. and it was kind of a needed loss. I mean, it didn't affect us too much because we're not in the conference. So I feel like we're in the right place at the right time. So I mean, can't complain.
Not that long ago, this program had lost 8 straight away from here. Now you guys have won. You're 3-0 on the road this year, with the defense stepping up, making plays late. What is different about this group that your guys are 3-0, and you've been able to find a way to make plays late to win those games?
I feel like guys just stepping up when the time's needed. Like Dre Boykins got that game 7 pick, and he ended the game right then and there. So just guys stepping up, making plays that need to be made, and just living up to the moment. So I feel like we're kind of tired of losing last year. So I mean, we're halfway through the season, 5-1. We need one more win to pretty much get where we were last year. So I feel like just stemming back to the offseason in January, everybody was like, we're not doing this again. I mean, it's showing right now. So keeping that train going and working hard every day is the main thing right now.
Is there a little extra layer of I don't want to say fun, but reward that you get when you win on the road as opposed to at home?
I'd say it feels like you worked harder for that win when it's on the road. I would say going down there to Miami, and sure we play other places too, but I would say just Miami in general, and even App State, just going down to those like hostile territories and just winning the game and coming out with the dub. It just means a little bit more because you really it's just a team versus everybody else when you're in an away game. When you're home, you got the crowd, possibly you got some home cooking from the refs, but when you're away, it's just you versus the other team. So I feel like just winning that game and just winning other road games just shows that we can dig deep and we can go get it.
Josh, I wanted to ask you about Caleb Hood, and obviously you started the last 2 games, and the game you had at Miami, you know, I mean, looked like he was pretty productive, out of the backfield, catching the ball, running. Like, I mean, do you personally consider him you guys number 1 back now? Is that how you look at him with that sort of status?
Yeah, I would say, well, based off last game, yeah, he would be the one, off how he played. So, I mean, Caleb's a really good friend of mine. I know he has all the talent on the road. You just got to keep building every week, putting in the work, and keep making plays. I mean, he has great hands. He has all the tools needed to be one of the best backs in the ACC and in the country. So, for him, just staying healthy, just keeping working, that's all he can do. And, I mean, the sky's the limit for him.
That's what Max said yesterday, you got to stay healthy. Like, is that something that they just repeat to him constantly, or you hear, like, being around him a lot?
I mean, not even per se him in general. I mean, I'm the same way. I just got to stay healthy. So it's just some guys just get nicked up a little bit, and but it's not a fault of him or anything. Like, he's healthy right now. He's balling. So just stay like that, basically.
Going back to Duke, I mean, this is obviously a rivalry game, victory go on the line, and you guys have been comfortable with that victory for a while now. But this Duke team, are you guys approaching them differently because this isn't the same team that you guys have faced the past few years?
Well, yeah, we know they're much better. They got a great DC, great head coach, Elko. So we know that they're not the same Duke team as the past 3 years ago, but we didn't take those Duke teams lightly either. It's not like we went out there and were just like, his Duke. So no, we go out there every week. It's a rivalry game at the end of the day, so we got to come out there and step. So we taking them like any other team. I mean, never underestimate your opponent. That's my motto, and I know a lot of guys on the team the same way. So we going out there to win, and we taking them as if they were like top 10 team in the nation. So.
Are you seeing anything different on tape of them? You know what I mean, compared to the past few Duke teams you faced? Yeah,
their defense is definitely getting to the ball. They rally into football 11 hats, playing with a lot of juice, hitting. So, I mean, I'm excited to see how they are in person on Saturday. Saturday night game is supposed to be sold out. So, I mean, I feel like that place will be jumping a little bit, and it'll be a great atmosphere.
Is there anybody on the team that rings that thing more than anybody else? Is there someone that's obsessed with ringing it?
You talking about the bell?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anybody like particular. Like Kevin Donnelly, he's the one person that every time I do hear the bell, he's the one near it. So I would say KD is probably the main person, but I wouldn't say like a specific individual. I ringed it yesterday, like late night. I was here with George Pettaway, and I ringed it, and I didn't realize it was that loud. Like, it hurt my ears, so I'm staying away from it now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know one particular person except probably KD.
So it surprised you when you rang it last night?
It definitely kind of shook my ears a little bit, and I was like, yeah, let me step away from this.
Does Donald kind of get after it? Because I know he's pretty wild on the sideline, too.
Yeah, he definitely does. I mean, KD's a very energetic guy. He always brings the juice, even when sometimes you're not feeling it, he's always gonna feel it. So I mean, I appreciate Coach Donnelly always being there for us, and I mean, always uplifting everybody on the sideline.
All righty, Jeff. Appreciate you.
Jeff.
Great stuff, guys. Appreciate it.